Curious about how the real estate market is shifting this month? From unexpected price changes to market hotspots, I've got the insight you need to stay ahead of the curve. Last month, we saw some exciting rate drops, but remember I said we would need a little more time to confirm if a balanced market would start to shift again? Well, after a month of better rates, here is the data. In August, the number of active listings jumped from 5.5 compared to earlier in the month and 57% compared to last year. But it's unusual to see this increase in August. Usually it's September when we see supply start to rise. What does this mean? Is this a supply issue, a demand issue, or are buyers just more confused with all the new talk of commission changes and rules regarding buyer's agents? Again, I think we're going to need a little bit more time to see how the market really is reacting to these changes. So give it another 6 months to see if a buyer's market is still going to be in effect or if we're going to start to flip again to a seller's market. The average sales price in August was up from $571 from July, up year over year from 2023. Looking at the median price, this number is $447,000, which is up from $442 last month, but seasonally from last year at $439. So prices are still rising. This number looks at the gap between what the seller actually sold for and what they were asking. I'll show a clip in the slides, but 97.76 last month decreased from 98.2%. As far as days on the market go, we are seeing 69.3, up a few days from 65 last year. You might think lower mortgage rates would boost demand and reduce supply, but that's not exactly what we're seeing. Demand is actually a bit lower and supply is up. Last month, we were surprised by the rates dropping and we're expecting a little more movement in the market. The net result for buyers after the recent rate drop was a 10% to 11% drop in principal and interest payments. So loans between $300,000 to $400,000 saw a calculated payment drop from $200 to $270 per month. But remember when I mentioned to be careful what we wished for? The jobs data did come in and it looked a little less exciting, with the gap growing between job openings and active jobless claims. But time will tell again if the feds are going to drop the federal fund rates, which will cause the mortgage rates to drop as well. The competition in new construction is still the one holding the most steady. Florence is growing at an expedient pace, receiving more permits than even Gilbert and threatening to take over the growth that is happening in Scottsdale. Santan and Florence have both had a really high increase in permits for new construction, which is an extremely large number of new homes going into a location that are not managed by a city or town. There is now a renewed effort to incorporate and vote, and the vote is scheduled for later this year to determine if the efforts can proceed to incorporate these areas into cities. For luxury homes over $3 million, listings are down 4% from last month, but up 20% from last year. However, there's a notable 18% surge in single-family homes priced between $300,000 to $350,000, which is a little unusual to have that big of a gap in one price range, but the experts are saying that these people are expecting to cash in on those rate drops to do a move up. Most of this rise happened in the short span between August 15 and August 26, mainly in the older, less expensive parts of the inner West Valley. It seems like sellers might be listing their homes now, hoping to upgrade to something bigger, but they want to be able to secure a buyer before they make their next move. There is also a lot of talk about the insurance companies having increase, which is affecting some of those monthly payments, but we will see how this affects the market overall. As always, understanding the market data is crucial when buying or selling, but your situation is unique. While general market trends are helpful, tailored information is key. Request a free, no obligation comparative market analysis for your home or book a hassle-free consultation with me. Let's have a no BS chat about your options so you can make informed decisions with confidence. Reach out to book a call, connect with me on social media, or dive into my other videos, but stay tuned for the next month's real estate local market update.